Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angelina, in case some of you guys are new here. I know a lot of you guys are not a big fan of these kind of videos, but since I recently just hit 100k, I just wanted to sit down, introduce myself, and just kind of talk to you guys about myself. Anyways, I did ask questions on my Instagram, so I will be answering those into today's video. If you guys want to ask me more questions, then just leave them in the comments down below. I will try to make a part 2 if you guys want to know more about my life or any advice. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into today's video. So I'm just going to go ahead and get all of the generic questions out, like what's my name, my age, do I go to school, my relationship status, yada yada yada. My name is Angelina Khang. I am Hmong. I am 22 years old. I am a super senior that I like to call myself because I'm like a senior in college, but I'm not graduating anytime soon. I do go to the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. I am majoring into business administration. No, I am not single. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 9 years. This May will be our 9th year together. He is the love of my life. I met him in middle school, technically like the end of my 8th grade year. He's my best friend. Let's see, anything else? Oh, I've been on YouTube for 4 years now. Is there anything else that I need to get out of the way? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and get started with the questions. I'm gonna try to put this like in a timestamp so it's a little bit easier for you guys to just like click on the timestamp if you guys want to know a certain topic. There was this one question that I ran across and it was honestly so freaking sweet because I realized that not a lot of people ask me like how I'm doing and like what's going on in my life. And so this one person did ask, "Hi, I love your videos. How are you doing?" Thank you so much. To be honest, school was stressful. I took my first 2 exams last weekend and man, that was hard. But overall right now, my mental health and my mental state is good and I'm happy. I always get asked this question and it is, how do you balance YouTube, school, and your personal life? I feel like it's really not that hard for me because my YouTube videos are based on my lifestyle and my everyday life. So I just kind of vlog as I go. I do a lot of college vlogs, lifestyle vlogs. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And all I have to do is just pull out the camera and just do what I normally do. What did your journey to becoming a lifestyle productivity creator look like? If you are an OG fan, I started out as a makeup guru, let me say, because I was not a makeup guru. I was not good at makeup at all. During that time when I started YouTube, it was something that I really enjoyed. But then I realized that makeup wasn't just for me anymore because first of all, I wasn't good at it. I mean, I had a lot of good support, but I just feel like it wasn't for me. And like the makeup industry or the makeup industry was just a lot bigger than I thought. And then I slowly transitioned to kind of like a mukbang channel and then a couple channel, and then I went on to being a fitness channel. As you guys know, that was probably one of the darkest days of my life, if I'm gonna be honest. I went through a really dark hole and that's when I actually started to blow up on YouTube. And the video was me doing Alexa's Ren ab workout for 2 weeks. I had a lot of positive comments, but most of the comments were really nasty. And it just like put me in a really dark hole. It made me cry almost every night reading the comments. I realized, you know what, I go to college, I go to this beautiful university, so I decided to transition to being a lifestyle and productivity creator. Any advice on growing subscribers? I'm a YouTuber, but I feel no growth. I can totally relate to that when I first started YouTube. I know everyone worries about like the numbers, like the subscriber counts and all, but focus on the quality of your video, focus on growing your platform and your audience right now because that's going to be so important later on. Was the college app essays stressful? I'm not sure if you're talking about like my application. I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about. I didn't have to submit like an essay to my college because I did go to a community college back in my hometown and I only stayed there for 2 years and then I transferred out to UNCG. What are some negative sides to social media that no one talks about? I would say the negative side to social media is obviously the negative comments. I mean, you get those on a daily. But just keep in mind, you guys, not everyone's gonna like you, and that's completely fine. And you just have to learn how to move on and ignore those comments because they're not true. They're just some angry people behind a screen trying to find the most meanest comment to ruin your day. So don't let those comments get to you. You guys are doing perfectly fine just how you are. Another thing is that I feel like people kind of take social media as a competition, like who has the most followers, who has the most subscribers and such, and I feel like it doesn't make social media as fun as it used to be. This is just my opinion. I feel like it has happened to me a few times, but there are a few people who kind of like just tries to be friends with me to get like my followers. It's when I first started out and I started to grow a little bit more, I realized that, you know, some people just kind of wanted me to shout them out while they're being friendly with me in the DMs, and that's just not how I am. I don't really like to be used that way because obviously like our friendship is not genuine at the end of the day. It's really hard to find friends doing the same thing as you, for example like YouTube, but I have met some wonderful people on YouTube such as Annie and Jenna and Carter and so many more people. Like they're just such genuine people, and I love watching their videos. In case you guys didn't know, I did move out at the age of 19. I was not in a good mental state whenever I did move out. Me and a particular family member did not get along at all. I just knew whenever like the environment was getting so toxic for me and I could not handle it, I just had to move out. I just had to get out of there. And with like the limited money that I have, I just knew that it will all be worth it in the end. I just knew it was best for me, and it was probably one of the best decisions that I made to this day, and I'm still so happy with the decision that I made, and I never regret it once. I was only like a semester to graduating with my associates, but I just said F it, I cannot finish it at my community college, so I transferred out, and that's how I got my associates at UNCG, and now I'm going to get my bachelor's soon. How did you afford to move out as a college student? Like I said, I had limited money, but I saved up enough to help me get out of that toxic environment. And I also had financial aid to help, which was honestly a blessing. And then I also had Jeffrey to help me as well, which was also another blessing. Did you ever struggle with depression and anxieties? Of course I have. I feel like my depression really hit me whenever I was blowing up on YouTube and getting all those negative comments. The second one is living with a toxic family member. I have anxieties every single day. A quick story time on my worst anxieties where I almost had like a panic attack, and it was in my communications class. I hope that no one is watching this for my communications class because oh my god, I took this class at the peak of COVID. We had to talk about ourselves, and oh my gosh, that day was so embarrassing. Like I don't even want to relive it, but we had to make a PowerPoint and introduce ourselves, but my voice was shaking so bad. I was sweating so much. I mean, I got through my PowerPoint and my presentation, but I just knew everyone looked at me like, this girl, like why is she so nervous? Like she's just talking about her life. But it's just like the fact that I have to get in front of a crowd in an audience and like talk to them. It's not something that I'm good at, and obviously that's why I took that communication class, because I did want to get better at public speaking, and second of all, it was part of like my degree, so I had to. I really thought that class would help me, but I feel like it made me even more scared. My anxieties never went away after that. It just made it worse. The last kind of topic I want to talk about is books, because it's the only thing that's been on my mind the last 2 months and what I've been doing almost every single day, and that is reading, working out, eating, and sleeping. That's basically all I do nowadays, which honestly, that life sounds pretty good. What's your favorite book of all time? I love your channel. Congrats on 100K. Thank you so much. Favorite book of all time? I don't have it with me right now because my sister is borrowing it. Verity by Colleen Hoover. You guys know I'm a thriller crime type of gal. What book are you currently reading right now? I recently picked up this sequel, and it's One of Us is Lying. Oh my gosh, I love the cover. It's so good. This was the last sequel bundle that they had at my Barnes & Noble, and I was just like, yep, I'm gonna get it because I don't know when they're gonna have it back in stock. But I finished reading this book yesterday, and it's the first one is One of Us is Lying. I finished this book all in one day. It's really good. I love it. It's like in a high school setting, and basically there's 5 students who are in detention. One student ends up dying, and they're basically trying to find out who is the killer. One of them is the brain, the second one is the beauty, the third one is the criminal, the fourth one is the athlete, and then the fifth one is the outcast. So the outcast, Simon, is the one that eventually ends up dying. He is also a creator of their high school notorious gossip app, which gets everyone on edge because everyone has secrets, and for some reason he ends up finding out everyone's secret, and he posts it on the app, but he uses like their initials, so you kind of have to like guess who it is. So Simon ends up dying, and 4 of the students who were in the same room as him when they were in detention ends up being investigated, and there are 4 of the prime suspects in this investigation. But then there's just a lot of plot twists, there's just a lot of stuff that you find out about each of them, and it's really good, you guys. I highly recommend it. What do you think about ebooks? I honestly don't have any problem with it. I just prefer not to read it from like a Kindle or anything. Like I said, I mentioned this a lot in my vlogs, but I just genuinely want to build my own book collection. The last one is not a book question, but it's what series are you watching right now? Currently not watching anything right now, or actually I am actually. Wait, I totally forgot. I'm currently watching Euphoria right now. I am going to watch the new episode coming tonight because it's Sunday. Just a little disclaimer, if you guys do watch Euphoria, there's a lot of nudity involved, which I feel like it would be fine without all the nudity, rated R scenes, but I love the storyline of it. I love all the characters. My favorite so far is Fez. I love him so much. I love his vibe. He's such a good friend to Rue. The last series that I did watch is All of Us Are Dead on Netflix, and it's a Korean zombie apocalypse of dealing with high schoolers. That completes my Q&A video for today. Like I said earlier, if you guys want to ask me any more questions, make sure to leave it in the comments down below. I will make sure to answer it in another video whenever I have the chance. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias. It will be linked down below. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It will really help me my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Pick your season or occupation. It's time to send in your application.